E2 அந்த மாதிரி ஏதாவது சொன்னா ஞாபகம் இருக்குங்களா? anyone? யாரும் சொல்ல மாட்டேங்கிறீங்களே. Right, okay, anyway. So I'm just going to recall once again. So in the last class we have discussed about what is the need of a transformer. We have discussed something, right? So what is the need of transformer, why how it's working, right? So we have discussed something. So before நம்ம என்ன சொல்லிட்டோம்னா ஒரு சின்ன ஒரு ஸ்மால் சைஸ் காப்பர் கண்டக்டர் யூஸ் பண்ணா என்ன நடக்கும், பிக்கர் சைஸ் காப்பர் கண்டக்டர் யூஸ் பண்ணா என்ன நடக்கும்னு பார்த்துருப்போம். So R is now directly proportional to L by A. So if the area of that conductor is increasing, your resistance is going to be reduced. So the same way நான் transmission பார்த்தீங்கன்னா generation station around 500 kilometers away இருக்கு, right? So consumer side 500 kilometers away இருக்காங்க, right? Now we need to what could I say? You need to transfer the electrical power which is generated by the generator. It's fully need to travel around 500 kilometers and it will be consumed by electrical consumers. But right, so if you are having a small size of conductor, we couldn't able to allow more number of power in a small size of conductor. So for that purpose, we need to increase the dia of that conductor. Then only we could able to reduce that power transmission, power resistance, and we could able to allow more number of power into this conductor, and it will be traveled and it will be reaches to customer. But what is the difficulty while manufacturing this huge size of copper conductor? இது ஒரு பெருசு manufacture பண்ண முடியாது. manufacture பண்ணாலும் we need to give insulations over that, and copper cost it will be very 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 huge. So this is very difficult. Even though நம்ம டயாவை அதிகப்படுத்தி பவர் டிரான்ஸ்ஃபர் பண்ணாலும் லாசஸ் will be very 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 high. heat loss அதிகமாகும். It's very huge tough job, right? So for that purpose we have started on small topic, right? So transformer, right? So we're going to discuss over here today also. So I think we have stopped somewhere there, right? And we'll have a steel core, and we'll have a steel core like this. We are just going to finish it up transformer today itself. So because we need to go with that different topic, right? I'm just going to have a working and construction operation principle today itself. We are just going to finish it up, and how much voltage could be developed on my transformer outside. That's called output side. So we are just going to discuss this much, right? So it's very easy actually, right? And I think this is I just have introduced, right? This is I already introduced, I guess, for you people, right? Right. So this is what my winding. So I'm just directly winding on steel copper. Winding there is an insulation material between this copper conductor. This is a copper conductor. Before winding on my steel iron plates, I'm just going to wind a paper before winding, right? I'm just going to wind a paper, and after that I'm just going to winding a copper coil. It will give you a proper electrical insulation between this steel and as well as this conductor. அது மட்டும் மைண்ட்ல வச்சுக்கோங்க. We are not going to directly connect any copper conductor, bound copper conductor on this one. So in primary side, I'm just giving a single phase AC voltage, 230 voltage, right? So 50 hertz power supply I'm just giving, right? And already we have know. So AC power supply எப்படி இருக்குன்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா, see, I'm just going to write mathematically or maybe graphically I'm just going to representing, right? So input voltage of AC waveform. So AC already நமக்கு தெரியும். This is called alternative current power supply. So definitely there is a alternatives will be there. So right. So this is what my input voltage, right? V suffix I, input voltage. So they are always continuously varying with respect to time. That's why it's alternative current. So definitely input voltage இருந்துச்சுன்னா என்னோட input current எப்படி இருக்கும்? Definitely it will be like this, right? So definitely எப்படி இருக்கும்? It also in alternative nature. Definitely it will be similar to my input voltage. See, this Ohm's law, right? Simply Ohm's law. V directly proportional to I, you will already know. So whenever the voltage is zero, right? See, whenever voltage is zero, right? So whenever in this point, let us consider this point, voltage is zero, current is zero. According to Ohm's law, he proved that. So whenever there is an increase in voltage, there is a flow of current is there, right? So now the voltage is getting increased, linearly increasing. Definitely your current is also increasing. When the voltage reaches maximum, the same time, let's see, the same time the current is also maximum, and the voltage is now getting decreased. The same way voltage current is also decreasing the same point, same time, right? So the same way the current is now increasing and decreasing. The current, this is called input current, right? So now increasing, this is called my positive max, and this is called negative. This is called x-axis la keela irukku. right? So ஏன் கீழே போச்சு? Because of input voltage it will be like this, right? So input voltage இப்படி இருக்கு, so that's why the current is also will be like this. இது வந்து generatorல we'll be going to see in my later, right? Later class we'll see. And this type of alternative current, AC current, is going to apply in this coil. Okay, we already know whenever the current is flowing inside any conductor, any closed loop and any closed path, there is a flux lines is going to be built up. Already நம்ம DC generator we will have discussed it in detail, right? So up to காப்பர் கண்டக்டரோட ஆட்டம்ஸ் குள்ள வரல போய் பேசணும், ரைட்? ஸோ லாஸ்ட் மோஸ்ட் வேலன்ஸ் எலக்ட்ரான்ல பேசணும். அந்த வேலன்ஸ் எலக்ட்ரான் இஸ் நவ கோயிங் டு ஜம்ப் அண்ட் தட்ஸ் என்டையர் திங் வி ஹேவ் டிஸ்கஸ், ரைட்? நவ் திஸ் டைப் ஆஃப் ஆல்டர்னேட்டிவ் கரண்ட் இஸ் கோயிங் டு பி அப்ளைட் ஓவர் ஹியர். அப்ப கண்டிப்பா இங்க there is a flux lines is going to be generated. Definitely the current is now flowing, right? So the flux எப்படி இருக்குன்னு பார்க்கலாம். The flux is going to be எப்படி இருக்கும், right? So flux எப்படி இருக்கும், right? So if the input current is very high, the flux lines is also be very high. This simple formula, right? So if the input current is very high, so due to very high current, you could able to develop very high flux lines. If we are just going to increase voltage, if we are just having able to increase current, if we are just going to increase the flow of current, it could able to increase the maximum flow of flux lines. A simple relation, right? So if you are just going to increase your input voltage, you could achieve more current. If you are allowing more current into this coil, you could able to develop more flux lines, right? So the flux lines எப்படி இருக்கும், right? So if a current is zero, ஏன் current is zero? Voltage, input voltage is zero. Input voltage is zero, so input current is zero. Input current is zero, flux lines is also zero. Flux lines also zero. If voltage is increasing, current is also increasing, and current increases, flux lines also developer flux lines also going to increase, right? So now it will be decreasing as per my current, right? So it will be the same. When the voltage is maximum, the same time current is maximum. When the current is maximum, phi is also maximum. The same flux will be like this, right? So it will follow the same pattern of my input power supply. So induced flux line, it will follow the same pattern of my induced power, that's called input power supply, right? So இதெல்லாம் டவுட் இருக்குங்களா? ஸோ இது டவுட் இருந்ததுன்னா ஹியர் ஆஃப்டர் ஐம் ஜஸ்ட் கோயிங், நான் என்ன சொல்றேன் உங்களுக்கு புரியாது, தட்ஸ் வை ஐம் ஜஸ்ட் ஆஸ்கிங், இஸ் தேர் எனி டவுட் in this? Why the flux lines will be following this same pattern? Because of my input current is like this much, and because why input current is like this? Because input voltage will be like this. That's why it will be look like this, right? அப்ப என்னவாகும்? Now flux lines is now changing with respect to time. Flux lines is always now changing with respect over time. Flux minus போது. This called my north pole is south flux lines, for example, because of both are interact each other, right? So if it is a plus flux lines வந்துச்சுன்னா that's called a north. If it is a minus flux lines போச்சுன்னா that's called a south. அப்ப என்னவாகும் இந்த இடத்துல, right? So input current is now like alternating current, plus minus current போயிட்டு இருக்கு because of alternating current. அப்ப induced flux lines north pole south pole, north pole south pole, north pole south pole மாறிட்டே இருக்கும், right? So because of input current is changing with respect to direction, definitely a flux lines north south, induced flux lines north south. But I will just go and know it's just no, I'm just going to play one animation video. Could have that animation days how the north and south is now changing. ஏன் north south sound change ஆகுதுன்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா input current is now changing. ஏன் input current? Input voltage itself by nature itself we are having, by applying voltage itself it is difference. அதனால தான் எனக்கு induced flux lines இந்த மாதிரி இருக்கு. So நல்லா வாட்ச் பண்ணி பாருங்க. So அப்ப flux lines is now changing with respect to time. So அப்ப now d5 by dt is now alternative change ஆகிட்டே இருக்கு. So plus minus change ஆகிட்டே இருக்கு. அப்ப this d5 by dt is going to induce a flow of current inside this coil. That is called my induced EMF, right? So one more self-induced EMF is going to be set up on this coil. This induced EMF is going to affect my input voltage. Got an idea now, right? So this is the exact answer I'm just going to which now I'm just going to tell you, right? So due to this change in flux lines is going to introduce a flow of current in this coil. So this is called self-induced EMF, self-induced EMF in this coil. In the EMF is going to oppose my input power supply. This is electromagnetic Faraday's law, induction சொல்லுவாங்க, right? Now what I am just going to do, right? So in the same thing, in my secondary this steel copper, I am just going to wound one more copper conductor. So already we have discussed this thing, I guess, right? So it is my load. Right now I'm just having a load. Now this flux lines is now associated with conductors is now wounded on this steel plate. In my other side there is a one more coil, right? So one more coil is now wounded on this steel plate. அப்ப என்னவாகும், இங்க flow of a current is now going to build up dp by dt. This dp by dt is now held alternative flux lines is now attached with this steel plate, right? So this is called iron plate. So iron plate, so now it will be entire plate is now act as electromagnet. So it will entire plate is now called electromagnet ஆயிடும். பட் இந்த ஃப்ளக்ஸ் லைன்ஸ் இந்த காயில் அசோசியேட் ஆகி எப்படி பேக் எம்எஃப் ஜென்ரேட் ஆச்சோ அதே மாதிரி என்ன பண்ணும், இந்த ஃப்ளக்ஸ் லைன்ஸ் இஸ் நவ் இந்த ஸ்டீல் பிளேட்ல அட்டாச் ஆயிருக்கு. இந்த ஃப்ளக்ஸ் லைன் இஸ் கோயிங் டு பி டிஸ்டர்பிங் தி செகண்டரி காயில் ஆல்சோ. அப்ப என்னவாகும், ஹியர் ஆல்சோ d5 by dt is now occurring. அப்ப இந்த காயில் என்னவாகும், there is a emf is going to be generated. There is emf, one more emf, that's called my secondary winding, that's called secondary emf. E suffix is secondary emf is now generating. So இதனால ஒரு லைட்டோ இல்ல ஃபேனோ கனெக்ட் பண்ணா அந்த லைட்டோ ஃபேனோ ஒர்க் ஆகும், the light and on ஆகும். So அப்ப secondary current is now flowing. ஏதாவது டவுட் இருக்குங்களா உங்களுக்கு? This is called mutual induction. So mutual, இங்க ஒரு காயில் இருக்கு, இங்க ஒரு காயில் இருக்கு, இங்க current allow பண்றேன், இந்த current is now going to build a self induced emf over here. இந்த emf is going to affect this power supply, and இங்க flux வந்துட்டு இந்த steel plateல attach ஆயிருக்கு. அப்ப இந்த flux is also going to affect this coil. இந்த coil பாத்தீங்கன்னா emf is getting changed because of input power supplies are changing its nature. So அப்ப induced or flux line is now going to change. இந்த change in flux, இந்த coilல there is a flow of electron induce பண்ணும். அந்த flow of electron called my secondary flow of current, that's called secondary emf. This is going to be built upon my secondary coil, that is called my secondary voltage. So this up to we have discussed, I guess. Am I right? Say yes or no. Up to இதுவரை நம்ம பார்த்திருப்போம். Any doubt? This way I'm just going to recall பண்றதுக்கு 10 minutes ஆயிடுச்சு. Anyone just give me the say yes or no. இதுல நம்ம பார்த்திருப்போம். Am I correct? Anyone? எல்லாரும் மைக் ஆஃப் பண்ணிட்டீங்களா இல்ல ஸ்பீக்கரும் சேர்த்து ஆஃப் பண்ணிட்டீங்களா? எஸ். ஹரிவர்தன், ஹர்ஷவர்தன், just anyone, ஜெயஸ்ரீ, காவ்யா, யாராவது ஒருத்தர் எஸ் ஆர் நோ சொல்லலாம். Then only I could able to confirm whether you people are available. So இங்க 33 members காமிக்கிறாங்க, பட் யாருமே say yes or no சொல்லலாம். யாருமே இல்லைன்னு நினைக்கிறேன், right? So now இதுவரை நம்ம பார்த்திருப்போம், right? So now we'll go with it somewhat in detail, right? So I'm just going to rough it, I guess. So இதே போர்ட்ல யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாமா? I'm just going to rough it. I'm just going to have a small thing. So I'm just going to redraw one second. That's very easy. Rough பண்ண வேண்டாம். And I'm just going to redraw one more time. I'm just going to wind a copper winding over this one. Right, this is called my primary side and this is called my secondary side. So now, right, so this is what my input side, input AC voltage I'm giving. Here I'm just going to connect a load, right? So here I'm just giving an input voltage, single phase AC, single phase AC, single phase AC, 230 voltage, 50 hertz. So in the 50 hertz என்ன சார் நீங்க கேட்கலாம். So 50 hertz frequency, right? So 50 hertz frequency. So I'm just noted as P. So hertz cycle, right? So hertz cycle சொல்லுவாங்க, right? So இங்க வாட்ச் பண்ணீங்கன்னா தெரியும். So here ஒரு பாசிட்டிவ் ஹாஃப், ஒரு நெகட்டிவ் ஹாஃப். So plus minus totally one cycle. ஒரு half cycle plus, ஒரு half cycle minus. This is called one cycle. அப்ப in AC power supply we call it as 50 cycle. So 50 cycle in the sense அப்ப ஒரு செகண்டுக்கு it's going to generate 50 cycles, that's all. But within a 1 second the AC power supply is going to generate 50 cycles, 50 whole cycle. அப்ப என்ன ஆகும், ஒரு செகண்ட்ல, right? So எவ்வளவு cycles வரும், இந்த மாதிரி 50 cycles வந்துரும், right? So 50 cycles is going to be generated. That's called a frequency. Simple formula. So T is 1 by F, or F is equal to 1 by T. This is what a frequency, right? So within a 1 second, how much cycles is going to be generated? 50 in the sense 50 cycles, 50. Total one cycle. This is called one cycle, one whole cycle. 50 cycles generated. That's called 50 cycles, right? Which I'm going to include, right? And now we'll have a notation here. we'll have a notation. Notation is easier, right? This is my primary side. That's called, I'm just going to call it as my, in the side pathina primary side. That's called my primary side. So very interesting ah irukum. Just na step by step solra follow பண்ணீங்கன்னா not a difficult, right? Second, just listen பண்ணவே போதும். படம் பார்க்குற மாதிரி நீங்க film பார்த்தாவே போதும். I'm just going to give it everything, right? See, I'm just giving a power supply over here. Now it's like a closed path. Definitely the current is going to flowing, right? So I'm just going to call it as I suffix 1. So 1 is the primary winding, 1, right? This is induce or flux lines phi 1, right? So now there is a flux is now changing because of input current is now changing. Up induce or flux lines is changing. This change in flux line in nature is going to build one more self-induced EMF in this coil. Right? So in the coil, one more induced EMF is going to be generated. That's called E1. So self-induced EMF is going to occur based on electromagnetic induction law. Right? E1 is now occurring. Right? The same way here also E2 also going to occur. This is called Faraday's law, simple Faraday's law, right? And then how much this E1 should be, right? So how much that self-induced EMF is on a primary coil, எவ்வளவு value இருக்கும், we'll just going to find out. So it's very easy. So we'll have the equation. So induced EMF is now directly proportional to, that's called EMF is directly proportional to d phi by dt. This is Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. But how much value? Right? இங்க எவ்வளவு conductor இருக்கோ, இங்க எவ்வளவு how much conductors we have bounded, that much value of pi is now going to be introduced. How much current is now flowing? How much voltage is flowing? How much flux? But இங்க எவ்வளவு how much னு சொல்றது, that's called how many turns we are just wounding. How many turns we are just wounding, that's called n suffix 1. In my primary side n suffix 1, my secondary side n suffix 2. That's called how many turns we are just wounding. So induced EMF is now directly proportional to n1 into d phi by dt. So this is the equation, right? So in E1 side, that's called self-induced EM of 1 is now this much. The same way in my secondary side is also coil is there. Is the EMF is now attached with this coil. Definitely there is a one more voltage is going to build it up due to automatic induction principle. So E2 is now directly proportional to how much? There is a number of turns is also here. So N2, I'm just going to replace, right? So I'm just going to equal, right? So I'm just going to equal E2 d phi by the same flux lines, right? Same flux lines. So now I'm just going to equate this both the two things, right? So because of both the coil are wound on a same steel plate, that's why I'm just going to equate E1 is equal to equal to. I'm just going to equate these two. So equate பண்ண என்ன கிடைக்குன்னு பாருங்க, right? So I'm just going to equate. So E1 equal to E2, right? So N1 d phi by dt equal to N2 d phi by dt. I'm just equating both things, right? So common terms, it will be cancelled each other. Common term பாத்தீங்கன்னா இந்த n d phi by dt cancel ஆயிரும். It's called n1 n2 இருக்கும். Normal d phi by dt common இருக்கு, cancel ஆயிரும், right? So remaining E1 equal to E2, right? So n1 equal to n2. Now I'm just going to rearranging, right? So E1 by n1 equal to E2 by n2. I'm just further rearranging parla. So you could able to bring it E2 here, E1 E2 or n1 by n2, right? Equal to, you could able to rearrange this one. So this is called a transformer equations, right? And anyone just have a photo, we'll go with that some small like practical example, then it will be put have that real meaning, right? So 1 second, anyone just have a photo. Anyone just have a photo and just inform me, text me, or maybe anyone make it fast. Yes, thank you, Kaves. Now we'll have equation E1 by E2 and N1 by N2, right? It's very easy. So let's see. Right? So anyone just recall? So E1 by E2, right? So I think my screen is visible, right? And then n1 by n2. This is the equation we have finally got it, right? So finally the equation is equal to e1 by e2 and n1 by n2. This is the equation we have now found out. Now we'll have that transformer diagram in right side. So anyway, I need to be இது எனி டைம் நான் இருந்துக்கணும், அப்போ we could able to recall what we are going to discuss. So கண்டிப்பா இது வேணும். One second, I'm just going to write. Right, 1 second, we need to definitely need it. This is my secondary side with the load. This is my primary side with input voltage. இதில் flow current I1, இதில் இருக்கிற number of turns N1, இதில் இருக்கிற number of turns N2, and input supply, it's called V suffix I, and back EMF E1, it's not a back EMF, self-induced EMF, and here E2. Right, so this much we have discussed on the flow of current in secondary, that is called I2, E1, and it's more than enough. And we are giving input over here, right? So we are giving input over here, that's called 230 voltage, single phase AC 230 voltage, 50 hertz power supply we are giving, right? So the same power which is going to be delivered in second, we need to consider, right? So input power la pathina voltage irukku, current irukku. So for let us consider 10 ampere. It's voltage 230, current 10 ampere, right? So this is input, these are the inputs I am just going to apply my primary side, whether my secondary side is getting the same voltage, same current, அப்படிங்கிறது நம்ம check பண்ணணும். Then only it will be a good transformer. That's called a transformer. Meaning enna, it's a electromechanical or electrical device. It's a static device, it's not a moving device. This is a general definition, right? So you could understood, right? So this is a device which is going to transfer the electrical power from one circuit to another circuit without any electrical conductivity, right? So it's going to transfer the electrical power from one circuit to another circuit, right? By converting electricity to magnetism, magnetism to electricity. So this is the simple definition about a transformer, right? So we'll discuss already or 3 classes பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கோம், and we're going to check it out right now. So 230 voltage, 50 hertz, 10 amps here. So இதுல total power பாத்தீங்கன்னா input sideல just powerனா நமக்கு formula தெரியும். So V into I into cos pi. So cos pi I'm not going to consider it this time. What is the value? Input voltage 230 and input current 10 ampere, and so I'm just going to consider cos factor cos pi 1, power factor 1, power factor, and I'm just going to consider 2300 watts. So this is the input power, right? So input side la power this much, I'm just going to get it the same electrical power I need to get it from my output side without any wastages. Then only it is called as a good transformer, right? See, we know this is a primary side, so I need to find out secondary side voltage and secondary side current. With that help of equation we could able to find out. With this equation we could able to find out input power namakku theriyum, because we are giving the power to my input side. Then how to find out how much power is I'm getting from output side, we need to find out. So from this relation we could able to find out. For example, this is what my input case, right? So I know the input values because I'm just giving, right? So and as well as, right, as a transformer designer, as a transformer constructor, I could know how many times I have wounded on consistent time, how much turns I have made it. So I know already. So physically I just have a data. For example, as well as my secondary turns also I have a data, because I'm just done a manufacturer, right? That's why I just have a done of this winding, right? So that's why I have a number of turns I count பண்ணி வச்சிருப்பேன். For example, my first case, for example, case 1, right? Same input கொடுக்குறேன். Case 1 in n1 turns will be 10 turns, right? So 10 turns rotate பண்ணிருக்கேன். I'm the transfer manufacturer, so I know that answer. So n2 is now 5 turns, right? So now find out the value across my secondary winding. So I need to find out the secondary winding voltage. Easier find பண்ணலாம். We'll have an equation. See, simply E1 we already know the answer, E2 I don't know the answer. E1 is now 230, already we know the answer. So I need to find out E2 value. So I'm just going to bring it E2 here. So remaining value அந்த பக்கம் கொண்டு போறேன். So remaining அந்த பக்கம் கொண்டு போய் என்ன கிடைக்கும்? So N2 E1 by N1. So the equation is now rearranging like this. So because I need to find out secondary induced EMF, secondary side induced EMF. That's why I'm just going to rearrange the equation. The equation will be become like this, right? Now we'll have that data. Just go and replace the data. So E1 is now 230 and number of turns N1 turn. Just replace N2 now 10, E1 now 230 voltage, E1 one suffix primary voltage 230 and N1 sorry N2 will be 5 turns, right? Sorry, 8 N2 is now 5 because of secondary winding, right? So N1 is now 10. Now enna kadaikum? So 1 2, so remaining value 115. So for total E2 value is now 115 voltage. It's called volts, right? So now my input voltage 230, right? So my output voltage secondary side 115, half of the value only I'm just getting. So okay, my second case, one more transfer நான் வச்சிருக்கேன். Let's see, will second case, right? அதுல பாத்தீங்கன்னா in one more transfer I'm having in data. So N1 is now 10 தான், but my secondary side I'm just going to increasing the number of turns will be 20. One more transfer will be like this. So if I value இருக்கும், just find out. Anyone just give me that value. Just replace this value, right? So E2 equation we already know. N2 E1 by N1 we have the equation, right? But I have changed the number of turns. I mean my second one more transfer I'm having. This is a second case, case 2. இப்படி ஒரு case இருக்கு, right? So N2 is now 20, E1 230, N1 10, right? So what is the value now? 460 volts. This is my E2. நல்லா வாட்ச் பண்ணி பாருங்களேன், ரைட்? ஸோ ரெண்டு கேஸ் என்கிட்ட இருக்கு. ஒரு கேஸ்ல N1 is higher than N2. அப்ப என்ன மீனிங்? இந்த கேஸ்ல N1 is very higher than N2. அந்த கேஸ்ல பாத்தீங்கன்னா voltage is now getting decreasing. So common voltage 230 தான், அது is now decreasing about half of voltage. In one more case N1 is very lesser than N2. அப்ப என்ன மீனிங்? N2 அதிக டர்ன்ஸ் இருக்கு, N1 கம்மியா இருக்கு. இந்த கேஸ்ல பாத்தீங்கன்னா அதே 230 voltage is now boosted up about 460 in terms of 2. In terms of 2 voltage கிடைச்சிருக்கு, half of that voltage தான் கிடைச்சிருக்கு. Yes, this is half of voltage, but இங்க multiplied கிடைச்சிருக்கு. This is called voltage பாத்தீங்கன்னா 230 is now stepped down to 115. Here voltage is now stepped up to 460. So we could able to change the voltage level. So if you are just going to give 230 voltage input கொடுத்தா கூட we could able to reduce and as well as we could able to boost it up. About we could able to step up, we could able to step down by which means of by changing N1 and N2. By changing this number of turns value, you could able to change the voltage level of your transformer, right? So got a meaning right now? So these are the two types of transformer in market available. One is step up transformer, one is step down transformer. I'm just going to conclude it here. Anyone just have a photo, right? So make it fast. So this is the very important characteristic of a transformer, which is used to eliminate the transmission power loss. We already told that 10-meter conductor வந்துட்டு ஒரு 500 kilometer நம்ம லே பண்ணோம்னா how it's difficult, right? So அந்த error இந்த this type of characteristics is going to eliminate those transmission errors, right? So I'm just going to rough it. Anyone just have a photo? Please make it fast, Kavya. Yes. Now with help of by changing number of turns N1 and N2, you could able to increase and you could able to decrease this voltage level, which is we are just going to feeding. Am I correct? So for example, this case I'm just going to draw two different configuration. You could see this is two type of transformer, right? So here I'm just having a 1 2 3 4 5. So 5 turns, right? Inga paranga 1 2 2 and half. எங்க பாருங்க 1 2 3 4 5. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Now this is the exact case. Just now we have discussed, right? Just now we have discussed like this, right? So inga pathina n1 turns, this is called n2 turns, this is called n1, this is called n2 turns, right? Nalla watch pannina theriyum. But have physical difference variation you could have see two different types of transformer, right? So inga input current irukku போகுது and input voltage single phase AC 230 50 hertz, right? Here also single phase AC 230 50 hertz. But inga n1 is now 5 turns, but n2 will be 2.5 turns. Inga n1 5 turns, but n2 is now 10 turns. Right? So here we'll have a load. Here also we'll have a load. Right? So kandipa current is now flowing I2. Right? So here also will be developed voltage will be E2. Here input voltage E1. That's called induced EMF. That's called induced EMF is E1. And here it will be E2. Here also E1. Here also E2. Right? So we'll have equation number எப்படி பார்த்தோம்? So E1 divided by E2 is equal to N1 by N2 is equal to applied voltage V1. Applied voltage V1 by V2. But current மட்டும் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா I2 divided by I1. How we'll see, right? We'll see. So in here input current, it's called P, V1 into I1. My secondary side, this is my secondary side. It's called P1, it's called P2. So V2 into I2. We'll just we're just going to rearrange it. So P1 is equal to P2, V1 I1 is equal to V2 I2. So just rearrange it, V1 by V2, here I2 by I1. So this is the equation. We'll have equation, right? So and we'll have that equation C1 by N1, E2 by N2. These are the equations just now we have discussed, right? So N1 by N2 is equal to E1 by E2. So these are the variations we have discussed, right? And these two different types we could see in the last example we have discussed, right? We could able to change the voltage level by changing these turns N1 and N2. By changing number of turns, you could able to step up the voltage as well as step down the voltage. By changing, just have a concrete statement in our mind. By changing this number of turns, primary turns and secondary turns, you could able to step up the input voltage as well as step down the input voltage. So by doing this process only, we'll have two types of transformer. Types of transformer, pathina, one is now step up transformer. These are different types of transformer, and second category is step down transformer. Any doubt in this? If எப்படி சொல்ல முடியும் step up எப்படி step down? This is called physically தெரிஞ்சிருச்சு. N1 is greater than N2. இந்த கேஸ்ல பாருங்க N1 is less than N2. அப்ப எப்படி இருக்கும் வோல்டேஜ்? இன்டியூஸ் ஆகிற வோல்டேஜ் இஸ் நவ் இந்த கேஸ்ல பாத்தீங்கன்னா E1 is now greater than E2 because N1 is turns அதிகம், அப்ப generator voltage கம்மியா தான் இருக்கும். இந்த கேஸ்ல பாத்தீங்கன்னா N2 அதிகமா இருக்கு, so E1 is less than E2, right? So இங்க current பாத்தீங்கன்னா voltage V1 is greater than V2. இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா V1 is greater than, sorry, V1 less than V2. Current பாத்தீங்கன்னா in right side, so I1 is greater than, sorry, I1 here greater than I2. இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா I1 is greater than I2. So these things will be happen over here, right? So yes, right. And these are the different types of transformer, right? So by changing its number of turns, we could able to act as the same transformer step up use பண்ணலாம் or step down use பண்ணலாம் by changing this number of turns while manufacturing. So running la மாத்த முடியாது, while manufacturing itself and it's going to boost it up. எனக்கு 230 volt எனக்கு 460 வேணும் அப்படின்னா you just go to increasing this secondary winding. அப்போ உனக்கு என்ன பண்ண முடியும்? voltage step up பண்ணிக்க முடியும். எனக்கு voltage step up and down வேணும் அப்படின்னா you can just go with it. number of turns என்ன பண்ண போறேன்? நான் குறைக்க போறேன். இங்க 5 இங்க 3. அப்போ ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா input voltage என்னவாகும்? divided by 2 வந்துரும். So you could able to increase or you could able to decrease the flow of current as well as voltage inside the transformer, right? So okay, anyone just have a photo? 1 second, I'm just going to rough it. Okay, so இந்த கான்செப்ட் எப்படி சொன்னீங்க? அந்த 10 மீட்டர் டை ஆஃப் கண்டக்டர்லாம் சொன்னீங்களா, அது எப்படி சார் எனர்ஜி லாஸ் பண்ணும், எனர்ஜி எப்படி வேஸ்டேஜ் பண்றது ரெடியூஸ் பண்ணும், ரைட்? ஸோ வில் டிஸ்கஸ். You have a real case study, real case scenario. I'm just having for you people, right? So in that concept, step up and step down. Now finally we'll have two types of transformer. One is now step up transformer. Second case step down transformer. இது உங்களுக்கு டவுட் இருக்குங்களா? Step down transformer. So if it is step up பண்ணனும்னா N2 it should be very high. So step down பண்ணனும்னா should be very low. By number of turns only I'm just going to having this type of transformers, right? So we could able to increase the voltage by doing this. Let's see here generation station meter, right? I am here customer around 500 kilometer away. We to already discussed, right? So without any changing in conductor size, we couldn't able to travel that much point. So now small size of conductor and bigger size of area of conductor is 1 centimeter, இது 10 centimeter conductors. If the manufacture பண்ணா what could be loss நம்ம பதா பார்த்தோம் r directly proportional L by A I square R temperature எல்லாமே change ஆகும். So we couldn't able to into those things. So இப்போ என்ன பண்ண போறோம்னா we are just going to have a two types of transformer. One is here, one more is here. So you need to give that answer. நான் சொல்ல போறது இல்ல, நீங்க தான் எனக்கு ஆன்சர் சொல்லணும். Which is step up transformer, which is step down transformer, நீங்க தான் ஐடென்டிஃபை பண்ணணும். This is one transformer, this is one transformer, right? So this transformer is very very nearer to my generator station, and T2 transformer is now near to my customer side. So you need to be give that name, which is step up, which is step down. அப்படிங்கிறது நீங்க தான் எனக்கு சொல்லணும். I'm not going to give you, right? So you people need to give because I have taught many things, right? So now we'll have one case, right? We'll have one case. So நம்முடைய கான்செப்ட் என்ன, ஜென்ரேஷன் ஸ்டேஷன்ல ஜென்ரேட் பண்ற பவர் இட் நீட்ஸ் டு பி ஹோல் அமௌண்ட், ரைட்? ஃபார் 100% நான் ஜென்ரேட் பண்றேன்னா 100% எனர்ஜியும் இட் நீட்ஸ் டு டிராவல் அண்ட் இட்ஸ் நீட் டு ரீச் மை கஸ்டமர் சைட். இதுல எதுவும் லாஸ் வரக்கூடாது. 100% ஜென்ரேட் பண்ணா 100% டிராவல் ஆகணும், ரைட்? அதுக்கு நான் என்ன பண்றது, ரைட்? ஸோ அதுல லாஸஸ் வரக்கூடாது. ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் வில் ஹாவ் ஒன் கேஸ். For example, I'm giving 230 voltage, 10 ampere current, right? So this is what my electrical power generation side. அப்ப எனக்கு total power என்னது? So V into I into cos pi. If it is AC power, I'm just going to neglect it. Cos pi is in 1. Now P is equal to 230 now into 10. அப்ப total electrical power which is generated by the generator is now 2300 watts, right? So this is a total power which is going to be generated on my generator. அப்ப எனக்கு ரிசீவிங் சைடுல எவ்வளவு வோல்டேஜ் வரணும், சரி எவ்வளவு வாட்ஸ் வரணும்? anyone just give me answer. அதே வாட்ஸ் தான் வரணும். am I கரெக்டா? say yes or no. இவ்வளவு பவர் ஜெனரேட் பண்றேன், 2300 பவர் நான் ஜெனரேட் பண்றேன். I'm with my camera, right? So 2300 watts I'm generating in my generation station. அப்ப டெஃபினட்டா 2300 watts is now going to be consumed by customer after 500 kilometer. அப்ப எனக்கு இந்த ஜெனரேட் பண்ற எனர்ஜி இது இப்படியே ரிசீவ் ஆகணுமா இல்ல குறையணுமா? குறைஞ்சதுன்னா டோட்டல் எஃபிஷியன்சி குறைய ஆரம்பிச்சிடும். இன்புட் பை அவுட்புட் டோட்டல் எஃபிஷியன்சி இஸ் நவ் கோயிங் டு பி அஃபெக்டட். ஸோ எஃபிஷியன்சி குறைஞ்சதுன்னா ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா டிரான்ஸ்மிஷன் லாஸஸ் இட் வில் பி வெரி ஹை. ஸோ இப்போ என்ன பண்ணலாம், ரைட்? ஸோ சி we have a small idea. So voltage 230, amps 10 ampere, right? So 10 ampere I need this much conductor size. For example, 10 ampere conductor is going to, that's called American Carge wire meter. So American Carge. For example, 10 ampere it needs the size of conductor will be around, for example, 1.5 square mm அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு கண்டக்டர் தேவைப்படுதுன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன். ஸோ ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஐம் ஜஸ்ட் நாட் 1 square mm உங்களுக்கு அண்டர்ஸ்டுட் ஆகாது. For that, I'm just going to go with that 15 mm, right? So 15 mm dia of conductor I'm using for a transmission of 10 ampere 230 voltage, right? So if we travel பண்றதுக்கும் one more case, only 7 mm dia of that conductor use பண்றேன். அப்ப எனக்கு எவ்வளவு கரண்ட் போகும் இதுல? Let us assume that PVC pipeline. If a 15 centimeter PVC pipeline 10 liter water போகுதுன்னா அப்ப 7.5 centimeter PVC pipeline எவ்வளவு வாட்டர் போகும் 1 minute? Anyone? நீங்க இதுக்கு ஆன்சர் பண்ணாதான் I could able to move with it. So it will be very difficult for me otherwise, right? Anyone? I think எல்லாரும் மைக் ஆஃப் பண்ணிட்டீங்களா இல்ல ஸ்பீக்கர் ஆஃப் பண்ணிட்டீங்களா எனிவன் ஸோ 15 சென்டிமீட்டர் பிவிசி பைப்ல 10 லிட்டர் வாட்டர் போகுதுன்னா இப்போ 7.5 சென்டிமீட்டர் எவ்வளோ போகும் அதில் ஹாஃப் தானே போகும் இஸ் சேம் வே எலக்ட்ரான் ஃப்ளோ ஆல்சோ த சேம் 15 mm இருக்கிற கண்டக்டர்ல 10 ஆம்பியர் போகுதுன்னா 7.5 mm கம்மியாக தான் போகும். It's the same thing. If area of that conductor is little bit high, the manufacturing cost is also very high. நல்லா வாட்ச் பண்ணி பாருங்க. The thicker conductor is going to be give you much manufacturing cost, but thinner conductor is not going to be enough. Because copper வந்துட்டு அவ்வளவு manufacture பண்ண தேவையில்லை, right? And the same way, bigger conductor என்ன ப்ராப்ளம் வரும், ஹீட் அதிகமா வரும், right? So heat loss very high-ஆ இருக்கும், but thinner conductorல heat loss கம்மியா இருக்கும், right? So by reducing this copper conductor thickness about 500 கிலோமீட்டருக்கு நீங்க காப்பர் கண்டக்டர் நீங்க என்ன பண்ணணும், வைண்ட் தட் கால் ஓவர் ஹெட் லைன் பாத்தீங்கன்னா தெரிஞ்சிருக்கு, வீட்டுக்கு வெளியில பாத்தீங்கன்னா தெரியும் ஓவர் ஹெட் லைன். ஸோ அப்போ 500 கிலோமீட்டருக்கு திக்னஸ் பெரிய கண்டக்டர் லே பண்றதுக்கும் திக்னஸ் கம்மியா இருக்கிற கண்டக்டர் லே பண்றதுக்கும் there is a huge cost difference, that's called money. It's very different. That's why, right? So the transformer is now plays a major role over here. ஸோ இப்போ நீங்க ரிலேட் பண்ணீங்கன்னா ஆன்சர் கண்டுபிடிச்சிட முடியும். இங்க பாருங்க ஜென்ரேட்டர் இருக்கு, இங்க ஒரு டிரான்ஸ்ஃபார்மர் இருக்கு, நடுவில் ஒரு கேப் விட்டுருக்கு, அண்ட் ஒன் மோர் டிரான்ஸ்ஃபார்மர் வருது, there is a customer. அப்ப நடுவில் I'm just going to disconnect a transformer like this. I'm just going to connect a transformer like this. So ரெண்டு டிரான்ஸ்ஃபார்மரையும் கனெக்ட் பண்ணிட்டேன். இப்போ டிரான்ஸ்ஃபார்மருக்குள்ள பிரைமரி வைண்டிங், செகண்டரி வைண்டிங், இந்த டிரான்ஸ்ஃபார்மர் இருக்கும் பிரைமரி வைண்டிங், செகண்டரி வைண்டிங். இதுல you people need to give a couple of answer which is a step up transformer, which is step down transformer. ஆனா நீ ஸ்டெப் அப் பண்ணிக்கோ, ஸ்டெப் டவுன் பண்ணிக்கோ, ஸ்டெப் டவுன் பண்ணிக்கோ, ஸ்டெப் அப் பண்ணிக்கோ, பட் ஐ நீட் டு டிரான்ஸ்ஃபர் திஸ் 2300 watts to 2300 watts. எந்த லாஸ் ஒரு அமௌண்ட் ட்ராவல் பண்ணணும். அப்ப என்ன பண்ணலாம், கண்டக்டர் செஷனை கண்டிப்பா ரெடியூஸ் பண்ணியே ஆகணும். ரெடியூஸ் பண்ணலன்னா இந்த டிரான்ஸ்ஃபார்மர்லன்னா ரெடியூஸ் பண்ண முடியாது, டிரான்ஸ்ஃபார்மர் ரெடியூஸ் பண்ண முடியாது. ஆன்சரே நான் சொல்லிட்டேன். ஸோ தட்ஸ் ஐ எம் ஜஸ்ட் கோயிங் டு கன்க்ளூட். சரி, நீ ஆன்சர் சொன்னதால ஐம் ஜஸ்ட் கோயிங் டு கன்க்ளூட், ரைட்? ஸோ இப்போ என்ன பண்ண போறோம்னா, ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஐம் ஜஸ்ட் கோயிங் டு ஸ்டெப் அப். ஸ்டெப் அப் என்ன பண்ணா அது ஆன்சர், ஸ்டெப் அப் பண்ணிட்டு என்ன நடக்கும், வில் ஹாவ் ஈக்குவேஷன், ரைட்? ஸ்டெப் அப் பண்ண ஆகும், வோல்டேஜ் ஸ்டெப் அப் ஆகும், கரண்ட் என்னவாகும், ஸ்டெப் டவுன் ஆயிடும். ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் 230 வோல்டேஜ் என்னவாயிடும், 460 வோல்டேஜ் ஆயிடும், ரைட்? வோல்டேஜ் ஸ்டெப் டவுன் ஆயிடும், ஸ்டெப் அப் ஆயிடும் 460, கரண்ட் என்னவாயிடும் 5 ஆம்பியரா மாறிடும். பட் இன் செகண்டரி சைடு இது ரெண்டையும் மல்டி பண்ணீங்களே, நான் ஸ்டெப் அப் மல்டி பண்ணீங்களே, 460 5 ஆம்பியர், அது 2300 தான் வருது, அதே வாட்ஸ் தான். But I have changed this input voltage level, I have changed this current value, but current oda value decrease ஆயிடுச்சு. So definitely என்னோட conductor sizeness, the area of that conductor is going to be down. அப்ப எனக்கு manufacturing cost is very less. அப்ப resistance loss, I square loss, those things will be getting reduced. And then I'm just going to travel around 500 kilometer. இங்க என்ன பண்ண போறேன், again step down பண்ண போறேன். இப்போ 460 voltage என்ன பண்ண போறேன், 230க்கு step down பண்ண போறேன், அண்ட் கரண்ட்டை சேஞ்ச் பண்ண போற ஸ்டெப் அப்புக்கு. இப்போ ரிசீவிங் எண்ட்ல மல்டிப்ளை பண்ணுங்க, the same value will be coming. Got a meaning? So this is why electrical loss is not going to be affected in transmission. So this is the thing I'm just going to let you know, you right? So this is why how the transformer is now going to transport the electricity from one place to another place without any losses, right? So I'm just going to wind it up, and we are just going to move into next topic, make it fast. For 10 minutes we'll have one derivation. We need to find out. Kavya, make it fast. We have one big important derivation for 10 mark question. Sometimes they will give you 8 mark question or 10 mark question, right? So I'm just going to give you a 10 mark question. Now we are just going to, this is the answer, right? So in a rough analysis, that's the answer, how the transformer is going to transfer the energy plus one from to one place to another place without any losses, right? So இது எந்த புக்ல மேக்ஸிமம் இருக்கும், பட் உங்களுக்கு அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் ஆகாது. That's why I'm giving this answer, right? And now today we are just going to have a big important thing, EMF equation. EMF equation of a single phase transformer. It's a very important question, right? So நம்ம எப்படி ஜென்ரேட்டருக்கு அவுட்புட் பார்த்தல, EG, that's called 5P Z10/60A, and torque equation for a motor, as well as in the transformer there is a output equation which now we need to be calculated it. So before I'm just going to redraw one second. We need to draw it 1 second. That's why I'm just going to redraw a transformer. So கொஞ்சம் faster draw பண்ணனால diagram it will be somewhat getting misaligned. and this is my primary side, and this is my secondary side. I'm just giving input voltage, single phase AC voltage 50 hertz, 230 AC, and I'm just giving load here, right? So I think this is clear up to you. And then the induced that input voltage will be like this. So input voltage, input current, induced flux lines. We need to have different types of varieties in x-axis T, T, and T. Just now we have discussed. We need to be recall it 1 second. My input voltage is now AC in nature, alternating current. So definitely input current, input voltage will be like this. Definitely the flow of voltage like this. Definitely the flow of current will cause like this, and the current will be like this. Definitely my induced flux lines will be, it will follow the same pattern, right? And this is my voltage, input voltage VI. This is my input current, it's called I, and this is called the flux lines. Is now it be like this, right? So already we have discussed right now, and now we're just going to find out. So what is the EMF value is going to be developed in my right side. We'll have a expression for that, right? So we need to derive that expression. From that derived expression, we could able to design our own transformer, right? So that's why I'm going to go with that. So before into that, we'll have a small recall thing, right? So in primary side, we are giving a input power supply. So due to that, there is a flow of current is now flowing in this coil. Due to this, flux line is going to be set up. The flux lines is going to be, the nature of flux lines will be like this, because of flow of current will be like this. Why the current should be like this? Voltage will be like this. So V is now directly proportional to I is directly proportional to flux lines. Simple direct proportional. If V is maximum, the same time current is maximum. The same time flux line is maximum. The voltage is negative, the flow of current is negative, inducing flux line is also negative, right? So with that, I'm just going to go with that, right? So within 5 to 10 minutes, we're just going to wind up the 10 mark question, right? It's very easy. Just step by step மட்டும் follow பண்ணுங்க. And due to electromagnetic induction principle in this coil, the flux line is going to be built it up as self EMF in this coil. Am I correct? Because of the current is flowing, because of we are applying voltage. Once we are just applying voltage, the current is now start to flow in this coil. In this coil, current is flowing. So due to this flow of current, there is a flux line is going to be build it up. We already know, very fundamental போயிருக்கோம், காப்பர் ஆட்டம்ல போயிருக்கோம், right? And then in the phi எப்படி இருக்குன்னா alternative nature, right? So flux lines is changing with respect to time. அப்ப flux lines is also changing. அப்ப இங்க என்ன நடக்குது? d phi by dt is now creating. ஏன் கிரியேட் ஆகுது? Supply voltage itself it's oscillating. That's why flux line is also oscillating. Voltage is oscillating, current is oscillating. Due to this current, definitely flux is also oscillating. Upper definitely d phi by dt is occurring. In this d phi by dt is going to induce one more EMF on this coil, and the EMF self EMF is going to be introduced. That's why we have discussed a lot in last classes also. Step up, step down, right? In the self EMF, we are just going to call it as E1 in my primary side, right? So எப்படி இருக்கும்? Is now directly proportional to d phi by dt. இதுதான் என்னுடைய Faraday's law. நான் Faraday's பேரை சொல்லியிருந்தா உங்களுக்கு தெரிஞ்சிருக்கும், பட் Faraday கண்டுபிடிச்சனால Faradayன்னு சொல்லிட்டோம். இப்போ நீங்க ஹர்ஷவர்தனா ஹர்ஷ்மேதாவை யார் கண்டுபிடிச்சாலோ அவங்க பேர் வச்சுக்கலாம், right? So this is the equation, right? And then how much flux lines is going to be build it up, right? So அது எப்படி எவ்வளவு flux lines build up ஆகும்? நான் எவ்வளவு turns of coils வச்சிருக்கோம், how many area of the conductor is that we are having, how many turns we are just manufacturing பண்ணிருக்கோம் இல்லையா, that's called. So E is equal to, that's called, I'm using my primary side, that's called my N1 d phi by dt. So this much self-induced EMF is going to build it upon my first coil. In the induced EMF is definitely going to oppose my input voltage. That's why I'm just going to give a minus notation. So this self-induced EMF is going to affect my input voltage. On the direction of the Lenz law, right? So we'll have different law, right? So, and then either name no சொல்ல மாட்டேன், நீங்க தான் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பண்ணிக்கணும், right? So it shows that formula வச்சு சொல்லி கொடுத்தோம்னா, so no one able to understand the fundamental concept, right? So we need to understand the fundamental concept and then name it, right? So it will be very easy. உங்க நேம் கூட வச்சுக்கோங்க, nothing wrong in it, right? So right, so E1 is equal to minus N1 d phi by dt. So equation number 1. In the same way, we'll have one more coil which is attached on my the same steel core. Upper and the steel core one more coil is attached, right? So in the d5/dt is affecting. In the d5/dt going to introduce one more self EMF in my secondary coil, that is called my E2. That is my E2. அது எப்படி இருக்கும்னா minus how many turns in my secondary side, that's called N2, the same flux lines d5/dt. Equation number 2, right? So equation number 2. So both coils are attached on my same this one. So I'm just going to equate equation number 1 and equation number 2, right? So equation number 1 and 2 I'm just going to equating up E1 equal to E2. எப்படி வரும்? I'm just going to rough it anyway. Anyone just have a photo and make it fast. I'm just going to have a photo. I'm just going to equating equation number 1 and 2. What will happen? See, make it fast. A 10 mark question pa, it will be very easy. Step by step மட்டும் follow பண்ணுங்க. It will be very easy. எடுத்துட்டீங்களா? I'm just going to drop it. Yes, thank you. Now I'm just going to equating N1 is equal to N2. Sorry, E1 equal to E2. Equation 1 and 2. So it will be like this, right? So E1 equal to E2. It will be minus N1 d5 by dt equal to minus N2 d5 by dt. இதில் common term எல்லாம் cancel பண்ணிடலாம். So we'll have a common term d5 by dt, d5 by dt. Now the entire equation will be become like this. So E1 equal to E2 minus N1 equal to minus N2. I'm just going to rearrange it. So E1 by E2 equal to N1 by N2. Already we have crossed this equation. Or E1 by N1 or E2 by N2. We'll have different variation, right? So we could have that equation. And then now we'll go with that equation. We are just going to go with it. So I'm just going to 1 second rough it, make it fast. 1 second, I'm just going to rough it. Already we have discussed this variation. This variation I'm just going to continue, make it fast. Yes, I'm just going to rough it 1 second. Make it fast. Already we know, that's why I'm just going to rough it. Now I'm just going to bring in my equation number 1 as usual. I'm just going to bring it equation number 1. 1 second. Minus N1 d5 by dt. So this is equation number 1 we have already discussed. And then inga watch பண்ணீங்கன்னா தெரியும். So the maximum flux lines is now going to occur here, right? So in the flux lines பாத்தீங்கன்னா it's now changing with respect to time. In the flux lines பாத்தீங்கன்னா எப்படி இருக்கு? The flux lines is now I'm just going to convert this graphical representation into mathematical expression. How I'm just going to represent? So it's look like sine waveform. That's why I'm just going to replace sine. Right? So I'm just going to represent in the form of sine because of I'm just going to convert this graphical representation mathematical expression. How I'm just going to represent? பாருங்க easier இருக்கும். Phi, that's called phi, right? So I'm just going to represent the form of sine. So இது வாட்ச் பண்ணா தெரியும் 0 degree, 90 degree, 180 degree, 270, 360. Am I correct? So now 0 pi by 2 here pi இங்க 3 by 2 இங்க 2 pi. அப்ப total cycle பாத்தீங்கன்னா 2 pi எடுத்துக்குது. So total cycles ஒரு cycle cross ஆவறதுக்கு 2 pi will have a frequency. So சொன்னாலே how many cycles is going to generate, that's called 2 pi in terms of time, right? So entire in the diagram I'm just going to represent the form of mathematical expression. It's very easy. So pi m sine omega into t. I'm just going to replace these 3 terms into omega since omega equal to 2 pi f. I'm just going to replace it like this, right? So now phi m value will be 2 sine omega t. I'm just going to replace here pi, right? So E1 is now will have equation n1 dy by dt. So the maximum at maximum pi, I'm just going to replace pi m. I'm just going to replace equation number 1. Now replace பண்ணுங்க. We'll have a small thing. It's easy. And E1, I'm just going to replace minus N1 d of sine. It's called phi இருக்கு. I'm just going to recall it It's called maximum pi m. So pi m will is now is equal to maximum sine omega t, right? So here also pi. So pi is now maximum. At this point only we got a maximum value. That's why I'm just including pi m over here. But total pi m is now replaced by pi m sine omega t divided by dt, right? So divided by dt. So pi m எப்படி இருக்குன்னா pi m is now in the form of sine waveform. That's why I'm just having a sine waveform. That's why I'm just going to replace this pi m instead of pi m. I'm just replacing pi m sine omega t. We'll have small differentiation, right? We'll have small differentiation. Do some differentiation. So e1 differentiate பண்ணது என்ன கிடைக்கும்? Sine cos மாறிடும். Sine. This is called my pi m is constant. I'm just bring it outside. Sine panna cos omega t. There is a one more variable omega. It will be coming outside 1 second. Now total equation will be E1 is equal to minus N1 pi suffix m into omega into cos omega t. I'm just going to have a conversion of this cos omega t in the form of sine wave because we are having only sine waveform. That's why I'm just going to convert this equation into in the form of sine. Sine க்கு மாத்திரம் என்ன பண்ணலாம்? சைனுக்கு மாத்திரம் என்ன பண்ணலாம்? காசை சைனை மாத்திரம்னா 90 ல இருந்து மைனஸ் பண்ண முடியுது, ரைட்? ஸோ காசை அகைன் இந்த ஃபார்ம் ஆஃப் ஐம் ஜஸ்ட் கோயிங் டு ரைட் இன் டு இந்த ஃபார்ம் ஆஃப் சைன் நோட்டேஷன் எழுதணும்னா ஐ நீட் டு minus 90 degree, right? So now minus n1 pi m omega நான் சைன்ல எழுத போறேன். That's why we need to minus 90 degree. So minus pi by 2 minus omega t. Right? இங்க என்ன இருக்கும் அப்ப sin. I'm just going to rough it 1 second. Cos என்ன பண்ண போறேன்? I'm just going to draw in the form of sin. So simply I'm just going to minus பண்ண போறேன். Minus n1 pi omega sin minus omega t. That's all. Now we could able to replace sin into cos. அதான் பண்ணிட்டு வரேன், ஒன்றும் பண்ணல. 90 degree minus பண்ணா எனக்கு I could able to convert the sin waveform into cos. Right? So once again I'm just going to rough it, make it fast. Anyone? Make it fast. காவி எடுத்துருங்க photo and I'm just going to rough it 1 second. Step by step பண்ற சொன்னீங்கன்னா ரொம்ப ஈஸி இல்லை, டிஃபிகல்ட்டி எதுவுமே இல்லை, ரைட்? ஸோ சிம்பிளி பை ரீப்ளேஸ் பண்றேன், டிஃபரன்ஷியேட் பண்றேன், டிஃபரன்ஷியேட் பண்ணது ரீஅரேஞ்ச் பண்றேன், அவ்வளவுதான். now it will be now இது எப்படி வருதுன்னு பாருங்க. இந்த equation is going to recall it. So e1 it will become, so இந்த மைனஸ் நான் உள்ள மல்டிப்ளை பண்றது நான் just going to மைனஸ் உள்ள கொண்டு போறேன், சைனுக்கு உள்ள கொண்டு போறேன். now n1 pi suffix m omega sin omega t minus pi by 2. நான் அந்த மைனஸ் உள்ள கொண்டு போயிட்டேன், ரைட்? So this is equation number 1 in my primary side. Let's see, this is my primary side, right? So now you could see this induced EMF, we'll call it as induced EMF. That's called induced EMF is now opposing, induced EMF is going to oppose my input power supply. You could see from that expression also you could have that meaning. See, EMF equation is now opposing my input waveform. Minus 90 degree is now opposing. அப்ப எப்படி இருக்கும்? Input voltage இப்படி இருக்குன்னா எனக்கு induced voltage minus 90 degree lagging இருக்கும். See, I'm just going to draw here also. Induced EMF எப்படி இருக்குன்னா minus 90 degree lagging இருக்கும். That's why it's now opposing. So around 90 degree is lagging. So இப்படி இருக்கும் induced EMF E1. Input voltage V1, VI, flux, fluxக்கு அப்புறம் self induced EMF is now 90 degree lagging, phase delay 90 degree. That's why this is equation number 1. Let's see at minus 90, that's called it's maximum value la dhaan now getting maximum pi la dhaan maximum voltage கிடைக்குது. That's why I'm just going to consider 90 degree sin 90. So up E1 I'm just going to replace E1 maximum is equal to maximum 90 degree la dhaan கிடைக்குது. That's why I'm just going to call it as maximum 90 degree n1 pi m into omega sin 90 over degree 1, so into 1. So but total values now E1 maximum is now E1 maximum is equal to n1 pi omega. This is called maximum self-induced EMF, right? So now I'm just going to replace this omega value. Already we know omega value என்ன replace பண்ணோம், already since omega value என்ன பண்ணோம் 2 pi f தான் நம்ம replace பண்ணோம். Now I'm just going to rearrange this 2 pi f in terms of 2 pi f. I'm just going to replace omega value back. I'm just going to recall this omega value. Now E1 maximum value is now converted into N1 pi suffix m 2 pi f அப்படின்னு மாறிடுமா? Because of omega value already we know, right? So I'm just going to replace it once again. Right, so this is what E1 maximum value is going to be built it on my primary side. That's called self-induced EMF on my primary coil. This maximum value, what is my instanted values? Over secondly value might take over second because of over second AC waveform is now changing. We need to find out average value. So we need to find out average value, but that's called root mean square value. That is called E1 is equal to E max divided by root 2. This is called average value. That's called root mean square value. We need to find out because of every time it's now AC waveform is varying. We need to find out average value for that purpose, right? Now I'm just going to, we'll have equation Emax value already நமக்கு தெரியும். I'm just going to replace Emax value over here. So replace பண்ணலாமா? Replace பண்ண என்ன வரும்? Anyone? I'm just going to, within 2 minutes we're just going to complete it, right? So E1 is equal to Emax value அப்படி நான் replace பண்றேன், right? N1 pi m 2 pi f divided by root 2. Now I'm just going to do some rearranging, right? So I'm just going to rearranging. Anyone just have a photo. இதுக்கப்புறம் ஒண்ணுமே ரொம்ப easy. I'm just going to rearrange it everything. Just anyone just took a photo, make it fast, Kavya. 2 minutes தான் முடிய போகுது அவ்வளவுதான். 10 mark question or 8 mark question. This is expression is 10 mark question. It's very easy. Right. Now I'm just having equation. One second, I'm just going to E1. It is N1 pi m 2 pi f by root 2. நான் இதை replace just rearrange பண்ண போறேன். That thing not difficult up to this. I'm just going to என்ன பண்ண போறேன்னா rearrange பண்ண போறேன். எப்படி பண்ண போறேன்னு பாருங்க. I'm just going to multiply square root on both sides, numerator as well as denominator. I'm just going to multiply square root on both numerator as well as denominator பண்ண போறேன். ரிமைனிங்லாம் அப்படியே இருக்க போகுது. pi m 2 pi f by root 2. அப்ப என்னவாகும்? This root 2 is now it will be become 2 root 2 n1 pi m 2 pi f. This ரெண்டு root 2 என்னவாகும்? ஒரு root 2 ஆயிடும். Now this 2 as well as this 2 என்னவாகும்? cancel ஆயிடும். This numerical number cancel each other and remaining பாருங்க. So E1, so 2 n1 pi suffix m pi f. So just multiply square root 2 into pi oda value. Pi oda value already we know 3.14. 3.14. Multiply பண்ணி சொல்லுங்க. Anyone? Square root 2 into 3.14 into n1 into pi m into f. What is the value now? E1. Anyone just make it first. E1 square root 2 3.14. What is the value? Anyone? Mobile report சொல்லுங்க. 4.39, right? So 4.39 something. I'm just going to make it as a round of 4.40, right? 4.40 into n1 pi m into f. அவ்வளவுதான் answer, right? So இதோட நீங்க drop பண்ணீங்கன்னா 10 marks கிடைச்சிரும். So this is a self-induced EMF value which is going to be built it on my primary side. There is one more coil in my secondary side. அப்ப E2 என்ன இருக்கும்? இதே equation தான் E2, right? So E2 in my secondary side the same value 4.44 because of 4 same percent தான் இங்கே attach இருக்கு. But instead of n1 we'll have n2. The same 5m same f will come. So equation number 3, equation number 4. Now you'll see நம்ம பார்த்தல E1 equal to equal. Anyone just make a one photo will equate to equation number 3 and 4 because E1 E2 are now equate. It will be attached in my same copper steel plate. I'm just going to equal E1 to E2. Anyone just have photo, make it Kavya fast. அவ்வளவுதான் முடிஞ்சது. We are just crossing 12 o'clock, I guess, right? So we just crossed 12. I'm just going to wind up within 120 seconds. More than அதுக்கு மேல தேவைப்படாது. Right? So I'm just going to equal to E1 is equal to E2. Just equal E1 is equal to E2. Actually, what will happen? We'll see 4.44 pi m n1 f is equal to again another 4.44 pi m n2 f. அப்ப காமன் டைம் எல்லாம் கேன்சல் பண்ணிடலாமா? It is the common term 4.44 f 4.44 f இதெல்லாம் கேன்சல் ஆயிடும் because of common term. அப்ப ரிமைனிங் என்ன இருக்கும்? So E1 is equal to E2, N1 is equal to N2, right? So E1 by E2 is equal to N1 by N2 is equal to K, right? So அப்படின்னு கான்ஸ்டன்ட் வச்சுக்கலாம். This is called transformer ratio. Yes.
சார் இது பிளேஸ்மெண்ட் கிளாஸ் இருக்கு சார் டக்குன்னு.
அவ்வளோ முடிச்சாச்சு அடுத்து ஸ்டாப் பண்ணிட்டு அவ்வளோ transformer ratio. So with the transformer ratio only we could able to find a step up transformer or step down transformer. With that I'm just going to conclude அவ்வளோ transformer ratio I'm just stop அவ்வளோ முடிஞ்சது transformer முடிஞ்சது. That's all. Thanks for listening. And this is a 10 mark question or 8 mark question, right? So EMF equation of a single phase transformer. So E1 by E2 N1 by N2 is equal to K. This is a transformer ratio. With the help of transformer ratio only we could able to design our transformer. Whether we are just going to make it as a step up transformer or I was going to make a step down transformer. With the help of this transformer ratio we could able to do that. Right? Thanks for listening. Thanks for remaining, right? So I just crossed it at 12 o'clock, right? So sorry for the inconvenience, right? So I'm just going to stop it somewhere here. Okay, thanks for listening. Thanks for attending. Thank you all. Have a holidays. Happy holidays, right?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.